March 18th, Mike Tyson, Razor Ruddock. Razor Ruddock dies. If he doesn't die, it doesn't count. If he's not dead, it doesn't count.
How you doing, everyone? My name is Ryan and this is Ade, and welcome back to another edition of Box Talk. You know, we've got a huge December, shutting down the year with tremendous fights, and this is one of the big ones for December. Amir Khan versus Devon Alexander. So much to say, I am going to do an intro. Ade.
Yeah, this fight doesn't need an intro. This fight, first and foremost, what an end to the year. You normally get that November bit when look, November's ridiculous. Yeah. And everyone was like, it's going to filter off, as boxing does, and then it starts again in January, February. Boxing now is a yearly thing, by the way. Remember there used to be a little summer break? Yeah, there isn't really a summer break now.
There's normally like a break in that January, February.
Yeah, and then an August kind of break, but we went straight in, and this rounds off the year for me. Look, this is that 147-pound fight that probably should have happened at 140 pounds, but it's happening now where both guys are at their peak. For me, both guys are still, in terms, look, both guys have had a couple of dodgy performances. Alexandra, the one for me, I think has a lot more questions than Amir Khan in this fight. Alexandra, there was a time when he knocked out Urango, and I thought this guy was going to clean up the 140-pound division and maybe do something in a 147. He's tiny for 147, but regardless, he's still Devon Alexandra. He's only been beaten by two people, Bradley and Sean Porter. So it's only, that shows he gets beat by the elite. Is Khan elite?
Yes, Khan is elite. 100% Khan is elite. Let's not be fooled by Amir Khan. We've met Amir Khan, we've interviewed Amir Khan, and he's a lovely guy. But Amir Khan is not the biggest 147 either. Yeah. Let's remember where Amir Khan started at. Amir Khan has cut through the weights just like Alexander. Yeah. If you look at it realistically, Alexander's the bigger guy, being the natural 140-pounder, where Khan came out from 130, 135. So Khan is
age though more.
No, I think Khan, younger. I'm saying Khan is a decent sized welterweight, but it's not a huge difference size wise. They're both about the same height and they're both about the same build in actually frame wise. What you're looking at in this fight is you're looking at a high level boxing match with different intangibles for each opponent. It's funny, whereas Alexander is not known as a big puncher, but Khan has a dodgy chin, people say. So Alexander can't really hurt Khan. Khan thinks he's quite a smart technical boxer. I'll make an argument that Alexander's actually a better technical boxer than Amir Khan. They both are speedsters. Both got speed at different levels. Alexander has speed as in hand speed, combination speed. Khan has speed overall, explosive, fast, jumps in, jumps out. They're very, very well matched.
Very, very well matched. Look, is Khan chinny? Yeah, he's probably a bit chinny. You know, people have got to look at the people that have made Khan wobble. We're talking Bradley. Forget what happened in his first 10 fights. I don't care about all those other fights with Ocean Fagan and all that. Yeah. You're talking about Breeders Prescott, who's, look at his knockout record. It's absolutely stupid. Danny Garcia, look what he did to Matisse. He can bang. Everyone thought Matisse was a machine. And obviously, who else put him down hard as well? We discussed Danny Garcia. Maidana, which was Maidana, people. You've got to have something hard to deter Khan. I don't know if Devon Alexander's got a pop. I thought he did have coming up because of what he done to Urango, but I don't know if he has the pop to deter anyone. So for me, this is a boxing match between two speedsters, and who is the better boxer wins.
Yes and no. Khan does have a good chin. I don't think Khan has a very bad chin. I think Khan has bad recovery powers. I mentioned in previous videos is that when Khan gets knocked down or hurt, he takes long to recover. He's taken clean shots loads of times from big punches, i.e. Zab Judah, who's a very good puncher. Yeah. And he didn't wobble. He took punches from big guys and fights well. It's just like I said, his recovery powers are not the best. Yeah. And to get him hurt like that, Alexander doesn't have that for me. Yeah. The reason why I say it's not the best boxer that wins the fight, because taking in boxing, you're thinking about physical skills, the speed, the IQ, but you also look at, like I said, the intangibles, different things. Who could capitalize more on other people's weaknesses? Yeah. And that is where the fight comes down to. Yeah. Alexander's known weakness seems to be is his psyche, where he seems to we got hurt by Bradley. Yeah. He seems to have doubts in himself sometimes. Doesn't know how to react or how to deal with certain things at certain times, and that seems to be his overall weak spot. But as a fighter, he doesn't have many weak spots. He fought who did he fight? And he's voluntary, the British guy with one hand.
Junior Witter.
No.
British guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
6 months ago.
Yeah.
But he fought with one hand, so you know he has got some mental. He has got some mantle, but he has to take a lot to break it.
Respect.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. Amir Khan on the other side, look at his skill set that I'm trying to say. Khan can be out hustled, where Khan likes to get aggressive, over aggressive, and then gets caught or gets outworked and has to reset himself. Who could take advantage of the other person's weaknesses?
Amir Khan still gets heat, still gets stick.
Yeah.
And I might not be the biggest Khan fan, I might not be waving his flag, but I do not understand for 1 second why this guy gets flack. He, to me, is definitely, when people talk about fighters turning down fights and fighting, I genuinely believe that he'll fight anybody between 140 to 147 and possibly even 154 when he goes up, because he probably might go up again. His record of who he's fought is it's getting a bit silly now in 140 and already 147. People might say Collazo is not a great fight at 147. Collazo is a fantastic fight at 147. And Collazo's a big 147.
Yeah, we normally fights at 154 recently.
Exactly, and we saw Amir Khan done to him in his first fight. Your first fight at 147 to take on Luis Collazo, it shows a lot. The thing for Devon Alexander for me, Devon Alexander, like you say, does get out hustled. Yeah. And I'm not quite sure how strong Devon Alexander is. I mean, the Bradley fight, he almost quit in that fight for me. And the Sean Porter fight, where we saw Cal Brook make adjustments in the later rounds, and that's an inexperienced Cal Brook. An experienced Devon Alexander didn't know how to make adjustments in that Sean Porter fight.
Right. A seasoned world champion from 2 weight classes should know how to deal with someone of Porter style. But let's be fair though, before Cal Brook beat him, Porter was a killer. Everyone's going like Porter's the man. Porter just steamrolling guys. So we can't take that away from Alexander. At the time, he was fighting a guy that everyone's giving high praises. So we can't say now Cal Brooks beat him, he's not getting those same praises.
No, I think
I don't look at it correctly.
No, I don't think people were talking about Sean Porter before the Devon Alexander fight. People were talking about Sean Porter after the Alexander fight and then Malignaggi. I don't think they're talking about Porter for the Diaz performances and the Alfonso Gomez. I think he showed up against Devon Alexander, and to me, Devon Alexander looked poor.
I also think in that fight as well, there was a sign of overconfidence.
Yeah, maybe.
Him and his trainer Kevin Cunningham were not very happy. They were saying it's an easy fight. Before the amateurs, he's got this, he's got that. He ain't developed well. There was a whole bunch of interviews and back and forth about who won the amateurs, and they both had 2 different sides of stories. Porter's team saying we won, it was easy. Alexander's saying no, it's easy. Alexander's team was actually laughing it off. Yeah. And as we said in Boxtalk before, boxing's a serious sport. You have to take every opponent seriously. One fight can make a difference, you know what I mean? So you don't take someone serious and you lose, it's only yourself to blame. But I think that was Alexander's worst performance based on those type of elements.
You said in the video that we done earlier that Pacquiao isn't fighting Mayweather. You said, no, brother. I loved it. I watched that video, made me laugh. No, brother, it ain't happening. Is the winner of this fight fighting for the chance to fight Mayweather?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
Who you got for Mayweather then? Because you don't seem to think anyone's fighting Mayweather.
Look at Amir Khan. Amir Khan wins this fight. He could get the Mayweather shot. I.e. Mayweather lacks money. Looking at marketing, looking at international revenue, it brings more to the table. If Alexander wins this fight and it's a so-so lackluster fight, I don't think the guy fight will go through. I don't think Alexander has the power to stop Khan. So if he did fight Khan, I don't really see...
It's going 12 rounds.
Yeah, it's going 12 rounds. I don't think that's the type of performance Mayweather wants. In terms of boxing, yes, Mayweather's the best boxer in the world. He's probably #1. Stylistically, he might see Alexander causing him a little bit more problems than someone who's technically wild in Khan. Mayweather's a chess player. So you got to look at it realistically.
And Mayweather almost seems to like fighting people from another market. What I mean by that is either an Asian market or a Mexican or South American. He doesn't. I think the African American, it's almost the same thing.
Count back his last fights. Madonna twice. Canelo.
Guerrero. Victor
Ortiz.
Yeah, and I think Mosley was in it because it had to happen. But he rarely fight someone from the same African American.
The Mosley fight was maybe, what, 4 years ago now? So that's what I'm trying to say. You've got to look at Mayweather needs a strong B-side, be it not based on talent, based on international or revenue.
Right, who wins? Khan Alexander, and why?
I'm going for Amir Khan. I'm going for Amir Khan, and it's not a confident bet. The reason why I'm going for Amir Khan is that I think he's settled down more with Virgil Hunter. I think he's settled down more with Virgil Hunter, and he seemed to make less mistakes in his last fight with Collazo. Alexander has looked bad in the Porter fight, then looked good in his last fight with one arm, so he's coming off for injury. Which means that's never really a good fight for someone. And 2, those mental thoughts, I think, will play with him, knowing he lost his world title, knowing that he had an injury in his last fight. Now he's fighting Khan's going to try to do things that Alexander tries to do. I think that will take the nerve away from Alexander in a good, close, competitive match. But I go for Khan on points.
Okay, look. See, the thing for me of Amir Khan, and I'm going to go with Amir Khan as well. And the reason I'm going with Amir Khan is this. Not because he's British people, I'm scared because I genuinely believe if Amir Khan doesn't make mistakes, we're talking about a very, very elite level, world-class fighter. Very, very elite level. He makes mistakes and that is his problem. With Virgil Hunter, like Ryan says, he's almost ironing out those mistakes. He's almost, not standing in the pocket, throwing the punches and coming back out. The thing for me that really makes me think he's going to win this fight is that when I look at all of Devon Alexander's attributes, speed being one of them, foot speed and hand speed, he's almost matching up with someone that has equal foot speed and hand speed. I just think Khan has a bit more power than Devon Alexander. And I think mentally up here, there's something about Amir Khan. When I see his interviews, even when he loses, even every loss he's had, he's wanted a rematch, apart from Brady's Prescott. There's something about him that really wants to get back in there. I didn't hear that with Alexandra calling out Bradley again. I didn't hear their team saying he wants the Porter fight again. He seems to just lose and move on. Khan seems to lose and I still want it. And that's what I think. I think he really wants that Mayweather fight. And I think we're going to see something special from Amir Khan. I really do.
You know, if Alexander was to win this fight, and here's why I say Alexander will win this fight, is to get on Khan early.
Very early.
Get on Khan early, use your jab. You've got a great jab. Force Amir Khan backwards. Amir Khan likes coming forward. Make him go back and keep the center of the ring. If you can force Amir Khan back, you stop his momentum, which affects his speed, which affects his balance. That's how Alexander's got to win the fight. Will he do that? I don't know. But I'm going to fight Khan, like I said.
Finally, where are both of these guys in the 147 division? Who's higher? Is it Alexander because they're more of the fights? Or where are they? Are we talking kind of both mid-range? Yeah,
both mid-range. If I had to rank someone right now, I rank Alexander higher based on longevity at 147. Yes, he lost his title, but you can't rank someone number 2 or number 3 or number 4 in division with one fight at 147. You know, Khan's came in, he fought Collazo, who's a good fighter, but was unranked. So yes, Khan may be the better talent, maybe the better fighter, but one fight at 147 don't make you a top 5 contender in my opinion. Alexander's got the history there. He's won titles there, so I have to rank Alexander higher. Quickly again, sorry.
Khan was supposed to fight Guerrero. Obviously, then it kind of switched over to Alexander. We've done a video on that. We're not going to say why that happened. Is this a tougher fight than Guerrero?
Yes. It's a tougher fight. Guerrero's a smaller guy. Much smaller guys coming in. Guerrero seems to have lost his boxing ability.
Lost it? Come up. He sold it. I don't know what to say. He has sold it.
He now has to try to. Because of a lighter guy, he knows how to outwork people, and he comes in and tries to bully it and outwork it, and loses technical ability. His fight with Kamagai was a good fight, but the real Robert Guerrero wouldn't have an eye like that, wouldn't have been struggling and going through a fight like that. He would have outboxed the guy. He can no longer do it because he doesn't have the physical strength or the size to compete with 147 guys.
What's bigger for Khan, a fight with Mayweather? Stupid question maybe, but a fight with Brook and Wembley?
Mayweather brings the international accolades and the money. For pride and let's say right and a wrong, what you feel was done to you or something along those type of lines, it brings Kell Brook.
Alright, look, there you go guys. Amir Khan versus Devon Alexander. Great fight for a welterweight. And you know, as we talk about fighters avoiding each other nowadays, these two seem to not follow that kind of trajectory. They seem to want to fight each other, and it makes a great fight for a great, fantastic end-of-year card. Who do you think wins? We're going for Amir Khan, but look, let's not be shocked if Devon Alexander pulls a shock off here. He's a great fighter at 140. He's held titles at 140 and 147. So we're looking at a two-weight world champion here. He ain't no bum. Leave your comments below. Tell us what you think. Email us as well at
boxtalk@hotmail.co.uk, and don't get to follow us on Twitter at boxtalkuk.
Also, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Our numbers are growing. We want 1,000 by the end of the year. So keep subscribing. And thanks for watching this edition of Boxtalk. Cheers.